Hello guys, welcome to EduTap. And guys, recently the NABARD examination results have come out. So it gives me a great pleasure to welcome Mr. Subashish, who has recently become the NABARD Grade A Officer. So first of all, congratulate Subashish from me and from all the aspirants who are preparing for the NABARD examination.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay. So Subashish, my first question to you will be that how NABARD come to you?
Sir, actually, NABARD comes to me. I must say that it's in my mind because I'm an agriculture student. Since it's been a long journey. I enrolled in BSc in 2013, and it is now 2023. So it's been a 10 years journey. So I've been in familiar with NABARD as I'm an agriculture graduate student. And the about the job and about NABARD Grade A. This comes when one of my senior got here. So thereafter, I thought to give it a shot to this exam also.
Okay, so Subhashi, as you are talking about PhD, so you are already a researcher. You are already a research scholar who is researching on that thing. And then
Hmm,
how you suddenly make a mind that let's give NABARD a chance because you are already working in agriculture
hmm,
sector, and then
hmm,
wow, you thought that let's give NABARD also. Let's move towards now banking from research
hmm.
field.
Sir, I would like to mention two things. The first one is the work profile of the NABARD Grade A officer. This is something an agri graduate should look upon because being a student of agriculture, we should always have the aspiration to work for our farming community and betterment of the rural India. What NABARD is doing actually. So this is a platform we can explore for the aspiration we have. This is the first one, and the second one is obviously the financial stability that this job offers. These two things made me clear to be start the preparation for this examination.
Okay, so Subhashish, as you are going through the PhD, you have mentioned that you have cleared the examination of ICA also earlier on,
Hmm.
and
Yes,
you
sir.
have cleared a lot of examinations of agriculture. So how does these things help you in this examination, or were the journey were completely different? The things that you have, the examinations that you have already given, and जो चीज आपने अब अचीव किया, तो कितना डिफरेंस है दोनों में?
Actually, the exam people, that is the on the IR examination, something examination from its requirement point of view because that two examination requires basically judge our merit on the following specific subjects only, and we have the aspiration to get into IRI because it is the premier institute in agriculture. So that is the thing, but this examination, that is NABARD grade A, is something different because it has some job perspective, and more specifically I gave the exam this year on general stream. So these have some different requirements with respect to the syllabus also, because here we need to study the ESI part very thoroughly, the current affairs things and all other things that this job that this examination demands. So this is the basic difference. So the preparation strategy is also different as compared to ICR JRF or IRI PhD entrance and this examination.
Okay. So basically, as you have just mentioned that you have given the examination from journalist stream, and many aspirants will be here
Yes, sir.
because you are doing PhD in
Hmm.
agriculture. You have cleared the examinations of the other important organizations from agriculture. Then why this thing came to you, that why you thought that let's give it in a general stream instead of giving it in a specialist stream, because it can really help you on that perspective also.
Hmm. Sure, sir. Last year I also gave the exam, but last year I gave it from agriculture stream. And this year I thought that yes, I have some certain experience over the exam. So let's give it a chance from broader perspective, because I analyze the cost benefit ratio, because I have an opportunity to give the exam on land development, either land development or general stream. So land development offers only 2 seats, so I thought general stream would be a better choice because I started my preparation early, and at the time of notification, I started from most probably in May month, and the notification came on July. So when I started and I am in the process, I never thought of giving it into the specialist stream or any other. I prepared like a general candidate. So at the time of notification came, I was quite confident enough that I could make it better if I gave it on the general stream.
But this is again a smart stick strategy that you have applied, that because the stream that you want, and there were only two posts, so you thought,
Hmm.
let's why not give it a chance on the
Hmm.
general stream. So that is again a smart stick strategy
Yes, sir.
that's, I think many agricultural aspirants might learn from you, because थोड़ा सा
नहीं
मन
नहीं
में
सर,
होता।
मतलब मैं ऐसे कहना चाहता हूँ कि एग्रीकल्चर नहीं भी हो, मतलब कोई स्पेशलिस्ट स्ट्रीम का कोई स्टूडेंट हो, आईटी है, फाइनेंस है, कंप्यूटर साइंस है, और एनी अदर स्ट्रीम, इफ दे स्टार्टेड अर्ली एंड दे आर इन द प्रोसेस before the notification came, they would definitely make it good result if they gave the exam on the general stream.
ठीक है। तो सुभाशीष, अब आते हैं थोड़ा सा, जैसे आपने बताया थोड़ा सा एग्जामिनेशन के बारे में, कितना डिफिकल्ट है टू क्लियर दिस NABARD एग्जामिनेशन, बिकॉज यू आर डूइंग पीएचडी, यू आर वर्किंग, यू आर
हम्म।
सेइंग मैं लैब में भी काम कर रहा, सर मैं पीएचडी भी कर रहा हूँ।
हम्म।
तो कितना डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है एग्जाम को, एंड यू स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम द मंथ ऑफ मई, बिकॉज मैनी कैंडिडेट्स they are who are from agriculture background or from any other stream also who are preparing for generalist stream, they always have this thing in mind ke NABARD is an examination which requires a preparation of at least 1 year. Current affairs एक साल के पढ़ने हैं आपको, बाकी चीजें एक साल दो
हम्म।
दो साल की पढ़नी है, एग्रीकल्चर भी है, ESI भी है। तो हाउ यू थॉट, यू स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम मई, you are, I can say
हम्म।
you are a working also, I can consider you as a working aspirant also, because PhD again it's something different, not a common relation to general
हम्म।
stream. So how this thing started?
सर एक्चुअली फर्स्ट थिंग जो मैं मेंशन करना चाहता हूँ, पहले तो मतलब खुद के अंदर एक चीज होना चाहिए कि मेरे को ये एग्जामिनेशन क्लियर करना है। अगर ये एस्पिरेशन खुद के अंदर होगा तो कोई भी एग्जाम, कोई भी बंदे मतलब क्लियर कर सकता है। वो आरबीआई भी हो सकता है, नाबार्ड भी हो सकता है। बट द थिंग इज दैट दिस एग्जामिनेशन, दिस टाइप ऑफ एग्जामिनेशंस आर टू मच कॉम्पिटिटिव, and we do not have any idea about our competitor who are preparing, मतलब कब से कौन प्रिपेयर कर रहा है, कैसे कर रहा है। सो वी शुड हैव सम स्मार्ट स्ट्रेटेजी। जैसे कि मेरे मन में ऐसे मतलब आई थॉट दैट द एग्जाम विल बी ऑन द जुलाई अगस्त, ऐसे कुछ होगा। तो एटलीस्ट 4 to 5 months current affairs from the prelims before the prelims date should be in your mouth. That means when any question that will come, I will have some thought over that, कि अच्छा ऐसा कुछ पढ़ा था, इससे ये कनेक्ट कर सकता हूँ। तो एटलीस्ट 4 to 5 months current affairs is very much needed. I would say that yes, 1 year current affairs, if someone having the time to cover that, they should he or she should go for that. But if you don't have time, you have to strategize your things smartly. So for that, I think 4 to 5 month current affairs is more than sufficient, because something if a question also when the question come, and I can say that one question in the prelims was from the April month. So luckily I got that question. But if someone doesn't have gone through the April month current affair, he or she also have the 19 question to do. So if one question is come from the last 1 year current affair, it's better to go for the 19 question, 19 more question which will come from the 4 or 5 month current affair. So you should study from making some smart strategy to follow your syllabus. It is the first thing. And for agriculture, sir, I would say that agriculture was little bit of easy to me. But some this examination um, not only focus on the agriculture part, that is the soil science and agronomy part, what we generally used to be, because the allied sector play a major role, and this is also new to fisheries, animal husbandries. These are the this type of subjects play a major role in the prelims also and mains also. So for this, I prefer some specific note. And one thing I would like to mention, whatever the source you are using, but stick to one source only. Just stick to one source, follow a specific note, follow a specific course, and keep believe on that. Whatever source you are following, keep believe on that, that whatever I am reading, whatever I'm going to write, that will be come from my notes, whatever I am preparing. So should be my message, that whatever source you are following, stick to it, believe on it, and read those many a times.
Okay. So Subhashish,
And
one point.
another
Okay.
thing,
Yes, yes,
हाँ
yes.
sir,
Go
हाँ
on.
sir.
Go on. Continue,
And
continue. Yes.
uh, another thing I would like to mention, that is the mock test. Mock tests are have great importance. You need not to consider that whatever marks I'm getting, but just just do mock test at best of your at best of your times, because whenever you are giving a mock test, you will getting some idea of the real scenario that you are going to be facing the examination. And after giving the mock test, analyze your faults, analyze your score, and then work on those areas which you are lacking. This will give you an edge over your competitors.
Okay. So one thing I think for the agricultural background, so students who are from agriculture background, one thing that you mentioned is that yes, because it is a common, I think common thing that is always there in each and every agriculture aspirant is that in ARD, because static is playing a dominant role here. So if you are from agriculture background, that can really help. But again,
Hmm.
you have quoted a very important thing that allied sector, which we are not generally referring in agriculture,
Hmm.
is playing a very important role in the examination.
Yes sir, yes sir. In this year we have seen in questions also at least 50, more than 40% question came from the animal husbandry, fisheries, plantation, crop, horticulture, from this part. And I think those students who are thorough with the agriculture, they already know the agronomy and soil science. They have some basic idea about those subjects. So the question that will come from those specific topics, that they will definitely manage. But the animal husbandry thing, the fisheries thing, those are very much unpredictable. And if you are not reading it many a times, you will be going to be confused in the examination hall. So we need to mug it up very thoroughly.
And as you mentioned, I just remembered one question that was in the phase two objective was about handling the paragraph
Yes.
based question that was there. So how you tackle that question? Because you are from agriculture background, there is always an instinct के मैं agriculture so मुझसे नहीं होगा ऐसा क्यों नहीं होगा तो
नहीं
how
नहीं
you
नहीं नहीं,
tackle these kind of questions?
ऐ- ऐसे तो होना नहीं चाहिए, कभी भी नहीं होना चाहिए।
जी
मतलब ठीक है, एग्जाम क्लियर करना है, कैसे भी करके करना है, मैं पढ़ूंगा, ये एटीट्यूड होना चाहिए। बट यू शुड बी हम्बल। मतलब ये मेरा एक राय है कि you should be humble in any case, because the competitor with whom you are going to be compete, they also get the same chance to read everything up. And this is not a examination which going to be judge your concept or your knowledge. That is not going to be judge your concept. So how smart you are, how thoroughly you have read, what specific things you have read, and if luck permit, what you have written, that what you have read and that came to the examination, that play a major role. So, and the questions are, I would like be very honest, in mains objective one question has came regarding parturition of pig, yeah, birth giving of peak time. So I just get confused that इस तरह का question भी आ रहा है, so I just left. Because I always thought of a cost benefit ratio, that which question I'm attempting, if I'm attempting it correctly, that give me a better marks rather than giving a tukka on it.
I think you gave a boost to the non-agricultural aspirants also because they will be thinking कि ये तो agriculture question और ये ARD वालों के लिए तो आसान हो जाएगा हमारे लिए बहुत मुश्किल है
नहीं 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 सर, ऐसे कुछ बात नहीं है, क्योंकि ये एग्जाम आपका कॉन्सेप्ट जज नहीं कर रहा है। तो मतलब एक नॉन एग्रीकल्चर का स्टूडेंट को भी एग्रोनॉमी सॉइल साइंस जिस तरह से पढ़ना होगा, एक एग्रीकल्चर स्टूडेंट को भी ऐसे ही पढ़ना होगा।
ठीक है तो Shubhashish, the next thing that I want to ask you, because you have mentioned about agriculture, that how this
हम्म,
thing is again not an easy thing, you again have to
हम्म,
read that thing also, but uh, as you are doing research, agriculture फिर भी आप
हम्म,
थोड़ा सा in touch में थे, but the other things,
हम्म,
ESI, current affairs, which is playing a very important role
हम्म,
because now merit for phase one is also
हम्म,
decided on merit section.
हम्म,
तो थोड़ा सा तो आपको मुश्किल हुआ होगा, मतलब किस तरह
हाँ
आपने
हाँ हाँ हाँ,
मैनेज किया, उसको किस तरह मैनेज
क्योंकि
किया?
सर, हाँ सर, जनरल पे देना है तो ईएसआई तो एक बिग फैक्टर है, कंसिडरेबल। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सर, आई वुड लाइक टू मेंशन वन थिंग, आई एम ए पीएचडी स्टूडेंट, बट माय चेयरपर्सन इज वेरी मच सपोर्टिव टू मी, And when I told her that, ma'am, I am giving this examination and I am very much need of a job, so I thought of giving this examination. She supports me a lot, and she give me a time to prepare for this examination. So whenever I got chance, I studied. I give my preparation a maximum time. And regarding ESI and current affairs, I would like to say, sir, PIP is the most important thing that one should refer. And because nowadays questions are coming from different angle, no particular material or no particular genre would definitely give you a success, but you have to be thorough enough to cover each and everything. Government websites, schemes are playing major role, but nowadays schemes are also getting tougher because different dynamic questions are also coming from the schemes. So मतलब सर ऐसे कि हम एक जो फ्लैगशिप स्कीम है उसको अगर एक बार पढ़ ले, मान लीजिए कि मई मंथ में एक स्कीम हम लोग पढ़ लिया, तो जाके एग्जाम होगा अगस्त में, तो अगस्त के अंदर अंदर उसकी में भी बहुत सारे मॉडिफिकेशन आ जाता है। तो उस तरह से चीज को लेकर मतलब एक थोड़ा नॉलेज होना चाहिए। और रिगार्डिंग करंट अफेयर्स, आई फॉलोड अफेयर्स क्लाउड, and for ESI current section, I prefer PIP. I make notes regularly on PIP, and whenever I get, I missed to make a note every day. I missed to prepare note for a day. I watched your session, Manish session, whatever source I have, whatever things that is available in YouTube. I follow this PIP because PIP is the major thing that will going to play a major role in the examination. And for current affairs, affairs cloud is more than sufficient if one is going to. For schemes, you have to regularly follow the government's update, and you will definitely get it out from PIB. As a candidate should be thorough enough with the budget and economic survey. These are the current ESI thing that play a major role in my preparation. And for the static part, I follow a specific source, and that gave me a fruitful result.
आई थिंक आप अभी एक चीज आपने बहुत अच्छी बोली कि आपका नाबार्ड ग्रेड ए ऑफिसर बनना आपके चेयरपर्सन का भी ड्रीम हो गया। बिकॉज आई थिंक दैट इज द वर्किंग एस्पिरेंट्स। तो बहुत खुश है ये चीज देख के कि यार ऐसा ऐसा हम्बल, ऐसा लॉयल और ऐसा कोऑपरेटिव हेड तो एवरीवन डिजर्व्स हु इज अ वर्किंग एस्पिरेंट। दे विल बी फीलिंग यार हमारे बॉस को भी, हम सुभाशीष को बोलते हैं हमारे बॉस को भी ऐसे बोलो कि सर आप भी हमारे साथ कोऑपरेट करो। तो दैट विल बी अ रियली ग्रेट थिंग।
श्योर सर, श्योर सर। मतलब आपका एस्पिरेशन, आपका एसोसिएट मतलब सबऑर्डिनेट्स जो है, एसोसिएट्स जो है, उनको पता होना चाहिए कि हाँ ये बंदा कर लेगा इसको अगर टाइम मिलेगा तो।
that's really nice. Subhashish, that the things that you were telling कि मैंने जैसे ESI आपने बोला, करंट अफेयर्स आप फॉलो कर रहे थे, एंड व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द फेस वन एग्जामिनेशन ना, वहाँ पे QRE नॉन, इट्स अ नॉन मेरिट सेक्शन, बट स्टिल आई कैन से it's not a, I can say, but there also you have to qualify there also. तो what
यस
was the
यस
thing
यस।
that was there in your mind, because you are saying कि मुझे, मैं PIB भी डेली कर रहा था, मैं टाइम मैनेज भी कर रहा था और मैं बाकी चीजें भी कर रहा था, तो how you, what was your approach for these sections?
Yes, sir. Basically, for the non-med section, I started preparing after the notification came. For quant and reasoning, I have some specific topic. Those three, five topics, I know that the question will come from this, and this will give me the qualifying marks. For quant, 4, 5 topics, and for reasoning, 4, 5 topics that I practiced on a regular basis. Those I was giving 15-20 minutes time daily for the quants and reasoning, or day 1 day 2 day, with 1 day 2 day gap. For English, I have practiced some mock test only, and for computer, one specific note from Adda 247, I practiced it. I read it 2-3 times. For DM decision making, one session of this that I followed that source, that helped me a lot. And this is all things. So for non-merit section, you have to be smart. You if you engage your maximum time on the non-merit section, then you will not, this will not give you a fruitful result. But you have to devote a particular time on a regular basis to get that qualifying marks only, because आपने मेरिट सेक्शन बहुत अच्छे से कर लिया पर क्वालिफाइंग सेक्शन में कट ऑफ नहीं क्लियर किया तो ऐसे बात नहीं बनेगा।
नहीं तो दिस इज अगेन अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग गाइस, दोज ऑफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग के यू हैव टू बी स्टिक स्मार्ट एज ही हैज सेड कि आई हैव
हम्म,
शॉर्टलिस्टेड सम 4 5 टॉपिक्स फॉर रीजनिंग एंड क्वांट, देन आई डीएम आई थॉट कि बस मुझे सेक्शनल कट ऑफ क्लियर करनी है,
हम्म,
दैट इज इट. एंड द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज गाइस, Subhashish, that I want to discuss is about, we have discussed the merit section of phase 1 and we've discussed about ARD, but the most important is descriptive answer writing. I this is a very important thing from the past 2 years.
हम्म,
Many aspirants who are, because there is a myth के यार अगर आप यूपीएससी बैकग्राउंड से हो तभी आप अच्छा
हम्म,
आंसर लिख सकते हो, नहीं
हम्म,
तो नहीं लिख सकते.
हम्म,
एंड
हम्म,
यू तो आर डूइंग रिसर्च देयर, ठीक है. सो
हम्म,
हाउ दिस थिंग हेल्प, मतलब किस तरह आपको लगा कि यार कितना हेल्पफुल हो जाती है ये चीज, या कहाँ से आप वेरी इवेलुएट कर रहे थे अपने आंसर्स को?
हाँ सर, पहले तो एक चीज बोलना चाहूंगा कि नबार्ड मेंस में आपको टाइप करना होगा, मतलब लिखने का कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है। तो यू हैव टू टाइप इट एंड यू शुड टाइप इट करेक्टली, दिस इज द मेन थिंग। एंड सबको ये होता है कि टाइपिंग स्पीड एक मैटर करता है, बट if you are practicing regularly, if you are typing regularly, then you will definitely get an edge over your competitor. So practice is the key for the phase 2. Whatever you are reading, you should practice it on a regular basis. For the English, I have a specific course. I enrolled for a specific course and I practiced essay on a regular basis, on a daily basis. I used to write one or two essay, one precis or one RC or one letter on a regular basis. And for checking purpose, I use Grammarly. I write it on Notepad and then I checked it on Grammarly. And with time, I see that these are some faults I am doing. These are some faults that I am regularly making out. So I'm giving time on that. That what are the grammatical errors I am committing. So I give time on that to correcting it on. And sir, uh, besides enrolling a course, there are a lot of free materials also available on the internet. So one should give a shot to that also to check whether whatever you are writing correctly or not. Because the main thing is that content is not so important factor for English descriptive. You should have you need to be correct. Whatever you are writing or whatever you are typing, that should be grammatically correct. Your punctuation should be correct. So because we all know that the checking of the copies is made computer, all those things. We don't know that human intervention is there or not, but computer is primarily checking, that we all know. So the grammatical correctness should be there in your essay or precis or later. And for the preparation point of view, just follow YouTube. You have many of guidance that how we should write a formal letter, how our essay should be framed, how precis should be written. Just go on through one or two video for 2 3 times and then start practicing. Daily you have to practice, and with daily practice your confidence will boost, your confidence will be getting boosted, and you will definitely get a better result on examination day. And for the descriptive part of the ESI ARD, I used to one thing, sir, I would like to mention, there is a UPSC GS3 paper that is on net. So lots of ARD question will you will definitely get it out from there. You write it down and just practice it on regular basis. Because content सबके पास होता है, content को कैसे represent करना होता है, ये एक तरीका है और वो practice से ही आएगा. जितना practice करेंगे with time with timer, आपका clarity उधर से आएगा. So I practiced it on a regular basis. I got question from the internet and the source I have followed. And on a regular practice, I gained some better edge over others.
और सुभाषिश, आप जितनी चीजें बता रहे हो कि यू हैव फॉलोड, ठीक है,
Hmm.
एंड काफी बच्चे तो ये सोच रहे हो कि अच्छा इतना कुछ हमें पढ़ना भी है, इतना कुछ फॉलो करना है, तो इतना कुछ करने के बावजूद द थिंग इज यू आर वर्किंग, यू आर डूइंग रिसर्च आल्सो. सो व्हाट वाज योर मोटिवेशन दैट, बिकॉज इतना कुछ करना कभी ना कभी तो पक्का लो आता होगा. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि आप
Sure,
हमेशा हाई
sure,
टाइम पे
sure.
बहुत बड़ा लो भी
नहीं
आता
नहीं
होगा.
नहीं नहीं नहीं
तो
सर
उससे आप
पहले
कैसे, हाँ, उसको कैसे डील कर रहे थे आप?
सर प्रैक्टिकली सेइंग आई एम इंट्रोवर्ट पर्सन. मैं इतना ज्यादा मतलब हर चीज में एंगेज नहीं होता, ये एक चीज है. और आई एम फुटबॉल लवर. So I watched football on a regular basis. So that gave me a boost. Whenever I get feel low, I felt low. I watched football. That gave me another sense of inspiration. एंड स्पेसिफिकली सेइंग सर, ये एस्पिरेशन होना चाहिए अंदर से कि मेरे को ये एग्जाम क्लियर करना है, मेरे को जॉब मतलब आई आई एम इन नीड ऑफ दैट जॉब बिकॉज सम फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस वाज देयर इन माय फैमिली. सो दैट मोटिवेट्स मी अ लॉट कि करना है, मेरे को चाहिए. So this type of inspiration someone should have in his or her life. So maybe that is a personal thing or maybe certain other things also. If we do not have the aspiration ki why I should give this exam, why I should clear this exam, नहीं तो आप टाइम भी मैनेज नहीं कर पाओगे. और टाइम सबके पास 24 आवर्स होता है. इफ यू नो दैट इफ आई एम not utilizing my precious time, someone is going to utilize that time and he or she will clear the exam. So ये एस्पिरेशन मेरे अंदर था कि करना है और इसके लिए किसी चीज को कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना होगा. क्योंकि सर जैसे मैं सोशल मीडिया उतना यूज नहीं करता. यस, आई हैव इंस्टाग्राम, आई हैव फेसबुक, बट आई डू नॉट यूज इट ऑन ए रेगुलर बेसिस. So we need to sacrifice certain thing to get certain achievement. These are the things that I used to follow and I regularly get in my mind.
बट आपने बहुत अच्छी चीज बोली. यू आर फ्रॉम बंगाल एंड आई थिंक बंगाल इज अ हब ऑफ फुटबॉल लवर. तो मैं यही आपसे पूछना चाहता, अगर आप बोलते ना मैं फुटबॉल लवर नहीं हूँ, तो आई माइट हैव बीन शॉक्ड कि यार
No,
यू आर
no.
फ्रॉम द स्टेट वेयर जहाँ पे बहुत बड़े बड़े फुटबॉल लवर्स बैठे हैं. आई थिंक इंडिया का मैक्सिमम फुटबॉल लवर जो है
हाँ.
वो इट इज देयर. एंड you have mentioned that your family thing has
हम्म,
supported you, has made
हम्म,
this thing in mind कि मुझे ये चीज
हम्म,
करनी है, एक एस्पिरेशन वो चीज आ गई.
हम्म,
हाउ फैमिली सपोर्ट वाज देयर? फैमिली सपोर्ट कितना मैटर करती है इस टाइम पे? यू आर एन इंट्रोवर्ट यू सेड, बट फिर भी
हम्म,
फैमिली को पता होता है, आप जितने बजे इंट्रोवर्ट हो
हाँ,
फैमिली नोस कि आप
हाँ,
किस वे
हाँ,
से जा रहे हो, कब लो हो, फोन से सबसे
हम्म,
पता चल जाता है. तो हाउ द
हाँ, हाँ,
सपोर्ट
हाँ.
ऑफ फैमिली वाज देयर?
Actually, sir, I was out of my home from last 10 years.
ओके.
I left my home in 2013, and honestly, I'm saying एक साल से मैं घर नहीं गया. तो माँ ऐसे बोलते हैं कि कब आओगे, कब आओगे, घर क्यों नहीं आ रहे हो. हाँ, तो उनको पता चल जाता है कि क्या चल रहा है बेटे के अंदर. जो मेरा फादर भी ऐसे ही है, कि कब आ रहे है तू, क्यों इतना दिन से नहीं आ रहा है. पर आई व्हेनेवर आई सेड देम कि ठीक है नौकरी मिल जाए उसके बाद आ जाऊंगा. तो ऑलवेज सेड ओके ओके, कोई नहीं, तू जो कर रहा है अच्छा ही होगा, जस्ट करते रहे. इतना प्रेशर लेने का कोई बात नहीं है, सब कुछ ओके है, तू जस्ट तेरा काम पे फोकस रहे. तो फैमिली ऑलवेज सपोर्ट्स मी. दे नेवर सेड कि ऐसे ही ये करना है, इसके अंदर ये करना होगा. दे नेवर सेड ऑफ मी, बट आई फेल्ट दैट आई नीड दिस job because to support my family. So these are some motivations to me.
आई थिंक अब आपके मदर फादर का जो एक चीज था कि आप घर आ जाओ, अब आप घर जाओ आराम से. आई विल से कि यार अब
Sure,
तुम
sure.
कुछ करो, उनके पास जाओ.
हाँ,
दे
हाँ,
विल
हाँ,
बी रियली
जाऊंगा.
थी बिकॉज यू हैव गिवन द रिजल्ट. जब आप मिलके एक चीज बताओगे तो
हाँ.
इट विल बी अ रियली ग्रेट बूस्ट फॉर
हम्म,
देम आल्सो. सो Subhashish, we have discussed each and everything, we have discussed, हमने सब कुछ डिस्कस किया. बट जब आप
हम्म,
इंटरव्यू में गए होगे
हम्म,
और इतना चीज एग्रीकल्चर में इतना कुछ चीजें अचीव
हम्म,
करने के बाद व्हेन यू हैव एंटर्ड द
हम्म,
इंटरव्यू रूम,
हम्म,
आई थिंक द इंटरव्यूअर माइट बी इनके अब आया कोई बंदा जो एग्रीकल्चर बैकग्राउंड से, लेट अस ग्रिल
हम्म,
हिम. तो कोई ऐसी ग्रिलिंग
हम्म.
वगैरह होती है इन द
नहीं 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 सर,
इंटरव्यू?
नहीं 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 सर. बोर्ड वाज सो कॉर्डियल. फर्स्ट थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू मेंशन सर, कोई भी अगर मेंस क्लियर कर ले उसके बाद उनको मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ मॉक इंटरव्यू देना चाहिए. क्योंकि मॉक इंटरव्यू एक अलग लेवल का कॉन्फिडेंस बूस्ट अप करता है और ये पता चलता है कि तुमको क्वेश्चन किस डायरेक्शन से आ सकते हैं. कोई भी क्वेश्चन प्रिडिक्ट नहीं कर सकता है, पर एक डायरेक्शन पता होता है. कि जैसे कि मेरे टाइम से जब मैं एडुटैप का मॉक इंटरव्यू दिया था, so the SAM said me that you are going to be asked from your research background, and that I was pretty sure from different other mock interview I have taken. So when I just first of all my interview went very well. I was quite satisfied after giving the interview, and when I just entered into the room, the chairman sir asked me, what is your, you are coming from a research background, so tell me what is your research topic." And then he said me that tell it in a more lucid language or layman's language. How it going to be help to a farmer? Then I said that it is not a farmer-centric topic, but I'm more focused towards environmental mitigation. Then he was so quite enthusiastic. He wants to know that what I am actually doing. So for the first 5 to 6 minutes, these are the things we have discussed in the interview. Then the Surekha ma'am told me that asked me what is NABARD. So I said that what is the vision and mission of NABARD? What is NABARD? And within while saying, I just said about SHG. The ma'am again asked me what is SHG, what is SHG banking linkage program, this sort of things. So what I'm going to give the message to all the aspirants while giving interview in the interview boardroom, you should know whatever the words you are using, you should have some basic and specific idea about that. Whatever you are uttering, that is going to be asked in a consecutive way. And regarding one another, sir, he asked me that you are working on the NRM group. So tell me about some NRM initiatives of NABARD. Like that, two, three question came. And in the last, they have asked me that if you want to share something, then you are free to. Then I asked the board that am I share something about me or NABARD? They said me anything you want. Then I said why I want to join NABARD. So that played a very important role. I think I didn't know about my marks, but I think my interview marks will also be a good one.
I think Subhashish, the thing you have taken it in a very positive way that I am not being grilled, but the thing, the questions
Hmm,
that you are saying me ना, it's looking
hmm.
like कि उन्होंने आपको सब कुछ पूछा है और उन्होंने आपको रिसर्च में छोड़ा नहीं है, हर कुछ पूछा है, कहाँ से
नहीं,
कर रहे हो, क्यों कर रहे हो, कैसे कर रहे हो, they have asked you each and every bit of your
हाँ
research.
हाँ हाँ हाँ,
And
बट द बोर्ड वाज सो कॉर्डियल. मतलब मेरे को एक टाइम में भी ऐसा नहीं लगा कि मतलब दे आर पुशिंग मी और दे आर जस्ट इंटेंशनली दे आर क्वेश्चनिंग मी. ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. दे इट वाज अ गुड कॉन्वर्सेशन, आई वुड लाइक टू मेंशन.
और सुबशिश एक चीज ना बहुत कॉमन होती है दैट इज फॉर एग्रीकल्चर एंड फॉर द नॉन एग्रीकल्चर एस्पिरेंट्स फॉर ईच एंड एवरी एस्पिरेंट दैट we generally said that yes, as we are mentioning, many students say board is cordial, but is if you know do not know something, it could be a thing that might be related to your the in your case it could be related to your research also, anything other than that. If we generally say no, that we do not know that thing, whether that approach is fine or not, whether some students should strictly say कि यार मुझे sir I'm sorry I do not know this thing, whether that thing is the right approach to be followed or not.
हाँ सर, मतलब पता नहीं है, कुछ भी पता नहीं है तो डायरेक्टली नो बोलना ही सही रहेगा. पर मेरे टाइम पे ऐसे हुआ था कि द अनदर सर asked me that the do you know about some certain international organization is related with the UPNRM. So at that moment I forgot to mention KFW. तो सर ने बोला कि याद करो तुमको आ जाएगा. So within a 5 4 seconds, I just roaming in my mind and I got that word. So if you are honest, the first thing is you should be honest. You should be honest in the boardroom because the age you have, the experience they have. So अगर तुम कुछ artificially बोल रहे हो तो उनको पता चल जाएगा.
So guys, Subhashish, this was all from my side. आप anything you want to the aspirants who is from agricultural, from non-agriculture background,
हाँ
is
हाँ.
a working aspirant, anything you want
Hmm.
to share with you, I am really happy for that. You are free now.
Okay, okay. First of all, I would like to wish all the future aspirants, and one thing I would like to mention that be dedicated, be dedicated to your preparation. Consistent, because consistency is the key, and the most important thing is be honest and be humble. These are the things that would give your preparation a better shape. If you are believing your preparation, if you are consistent with your preparation, you will definitely make it out. So believe in the process, just keep faith on you, and yes, you will definitely felt low certain times. But you also have certain motivations within you. That motivations को आगे रखना है, तब लो पीछे चले जाएगा.
So again, guys, again wishing you again a success. Subashish, again congratulating you from my heart
thank
and
you,
from
sir.
all the aspirants again. And now is NABARD a thing that you will be focusing or research अभी भी I think आप continue करोगे तो वो चीज है.
हाँ अभी देखते हैं सर, एक्सटेंशन मांग रहा हूँ मतलब एक महीने का एक्सटेंशन चाहिए ये खत्म करने के लिए, सो आई एम ऑन इट.
Okay. So again, Subhashish, wishing you a very bright future. It was really, really nice talking to you, and I think you have made many things clear for even for the agriculture background students who are there, and even for those students who are doing PhD in agriculture. So you are a prime example for that. That yes, do not go with this thing in mindset के agriculture है तो हो जाएगा.
नहीं, ये तो कभी भी नहीं होना चाहिए. यू शुड बी हम्बल एनफ.
Okay, Subhashish, it was really nice talking to you. Okay, ji.
थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू.
Okay.